Mother's Day is next week, and Pro Flowers is offering an amazing deal. 1 dozen assorted roses plus a free glass vase for just $19.
1 minute.
Go to proflowers.com, click on the blue microphone in the upper right corner, and enter the secret code 2929. But hurry, this incredible deal expires this Friday. Flower prices will skyrocket next week. Order now from Pro Flowers to get huge savings. You pick the delivery date, and it's guaranteed. That's 1 dozen stunning assorted roses, absolutely bursting with color, sent fresh from the fields, and guaranteed to stay fresh and beautiful for at least 7 full days for only $19.99, plus a free glass vase.
30 seconds.
Prices can double next week. Time is running out, and this incredible special expires this Friday. The only way to get this amazing deal is to go to proflowers.com, click on the blue microphone in the upper right corner, and enter the secret code 2929. That's proflowers.com, secret code 2929.
When you need news now, tune to 1230 WBZT. The following views are those of the host and not those of Clear Channel Broadcasting licenses. Greetings, South Florida. It's time for the Night and Day Show with Alan Knight and Bridget Day. The next hour is unrehearsed. The calls are unscreened, and the subjects are unpredictable. But it will be undoubtedly entertaining and unlikely to offend anyone. Or maybe not. Stick around and find out with your hosts, Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Night and day.
Good evening, Boca. This is a Night and Day Show. You know, I got to take these off. I can't talk with headphones on either. This is the Night and Day Show, except where mine is night and day. But we do have a whole bunch of other comedians on the set. You're listening to us on the Night and Day Show, WBZT 1230. And tonight we have Full House, for those who play poker. We have executive producer Linda Harmon. And Linda, don't do what you did last week. Take off your headset if you're going to talk.
I think you're copying me tonight, putting your headsets off.
I know. Because the computer, when you run the computer, you have a delay. So I'm hearing it slow. So I'm going to have one on and one off. And in-house, we have the young and burned out, because he went on a boat with no sunscreen, Freddie J.
I'm a lobster today.
So shall we call you Lobster Man?
You can call me Lobster Man.
We shall call you Lobster Man. And of course, running Mission Control in the booth, we have Mama Lynn Cody.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? So do you think we'll have Alan Knight tonight, calling from France?
What time is it there?
I don't know, 6 hours ahead?
6 hours ahead, yeah.
So there would be 1 o'clock in the morning.
They could still be up. They're on vacation. I could see Bridget keeping them up.
I know Alan's still up.
Alan is looking for a radio, TV, somewhere to call in. If he calls collect, don't pick it up.
No, I'm not.
And if he calls, don't pick it up.
I'm not going to take a collect call, but.
No, don't take no collect. And even if he pays for it, don't take it. We'll let him get mad. And we're going to give away stuff in Alan's name tonight. Oh, don't tell me he's already calling. Alan Knight may be on the phone. Okay, in-house, we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening at Regents Park. We have a couple of guests in the studio. And we're going to touch base a little bit about something we did at Maggiano's over the weekend. And I just want to remind everybody that you can watch tonight's radio broadcast on www.radionightandday.com. That's K.
Night with a K.
N-I-G-H-T. Knight, as Bridget would say.
And day.
And day, yes, .com. And you can see us there, and you can call in 1-800-889-0267. And I want to open up the lines to people who want to talk about what tonight's segments are going to be, and we're talking about doing some good things at Regents Park in Boca, and also some good stuff down at Maggiano's, where we had the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they raised a lot of money when we were there. We had a lot of fun with that. And hopefully they'll call in the bottom half of the show, and we'll get to talk to Malik, the general manager. Anyway, let's get right into what we're going to be doing. We have in studio, we're going to fade over. In studio, we have Laura Belgrave,
Hello, everybody.
Director of Communications, and Leslie Curtis, Director of Business Development.
Hello, everyone.
Ladies, I understand May 17th, you have a huge thing going on. What'd you
Yes,
tell
we
us?
do. It's we've got a health and wellness expo, and I'm excited about it because we decided to take a different kind of track for it. Instead of having the traditional, home health companies and all that stuff, we really looked for different kinds of healthy alternatives. We do have Boca Raton Community Hospital coming, but we have other really exciting things. We have entertainment that'll be there the whole time from 10 to 2. Susan Ashley.
She's fabulous. She's wonderful.
Yeah, she really
is.
Jeez. And then we have a sketch artist that'll be doing free sketches. So we've got fun combined with wellness.
Like a caricature sketch?
Yes. And it'll just be a lot of fun. We have Alzheimer's Association, Parkinson's. We have, this is pretty interesting, it's Boca Ballet. Now, why does that have to do with health? But they've got a program that they actually have classes where they dance with patients with Parkinson's and teach them how to continue to live and have a good time living. And you know how difficult Parkinson's can be. So that's a great program that they offer.
So this program was put together specifically to do what?
From my perspective, to bring in the community and to have a little fun with health and wellness. It really has become such an intimidating subject. You watch TV commercials, take this medication, ask your physician, although it'll probably kill you if you take it. People, everything is so scary. Join this exercise program, but you better check with your doctor, in case you have a heart condition, all these things that I think when they see a physician, the white coat syndrome, and they think about having to change their entire lifestyle and all that kind of stuff, we want to prove that that's not really true. You might have to modify some things, but there's a lot of fun things that have to do with health and wellness, and modifying is not totally changing. It's and it can be fun. The Silver Sneakers program, they'll be there. Busybody Jim will be there, and I walked in the gym and there's this guy with all these muscles, but Silver Sneakers goes there too. So it's just combining a lot of things that you wouldn't normally think of together, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
So, go ahead.
I heard that you were going to be doing some screenings, like a pulmonary function test screening. With all the changes in healthcare, some of those screenings have gotten really expensive and costly, and insurances don't improve them, and people don't get them done. But I think maybe a pulmonary function test and a bone density screening. Are you going to be having those kind of screenings possibly?
We're going to be doing the pulmonary function test, and I think that you're right. A lot of times insurance will deny it. It would run you about $400 to $500 to have that done, and we're going to be doing them for free.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the bone density, I've really hunted, and I finally talked to a gentleman today that is in charge of an imaging center, and he said that the portable bone density tests are not accurate. So he would not recommend that I even find someone that would do them. So I scratched that because I don't want to give people misinformation.
Okay.
Like I said, Boca Regional will be there, and they'll be passing out a lot of information about the different things that are available in their community, and they're a pretty big player in Boca. And with that Marcus Center opening up, Neuroscience Center, that's going to be huge. Yeah. Dr. Larry Lampert will be there. He's a neurooptometrist, and he's just wonderful.
He's world renowned.
Yeah,
he's only like 5 in the world that do what he does. He's really highly specialized.
There are about 1,000, maybe 1,200, excuse me, people who have been optometrists and some other kinds of doctors, ophthalmologists, who have been trained in this area I think of it always as undetected vision problems. Because you can go, you read the eye chart, you get your test, everything looks good, or you get prescription glasses, and you think you're good to go. But a lot of people, and this is partly aging, and it's responsible for probably, there's just a study out, in fact, from a big university, you can really run into jams as you age with falling. What a lot of people don't know is the reason they're falling is because they have a deficit in their functional vision, not something that's picked up on an eye chart or an eye exam. And Dr. Lampert there's only the 1,200 of them worldwide who are certified in this. He's one of only 625 or so who actually have a fellowship through this college that provides this and makes it possible. And I've watched him. I've videotaped him. Mm-hmm. He's amazing to watch. And one of the stories, if he were here, he'd be telling it. But, one patient who'd had trouble, you could feel like you're just swerving or something like this. And you don't realize it, and this is part of the problem. He had one patient who had abandoned reading years earlier. Then Dr. Lampert worked with him, and do you know the first book this man picked up to read? War and Peace. Do you know how fat that is?
That's a fat book.
That's a really fat book.
It's a tough one for the first one in many years.
But I mean, he's delighted he hadn't been able to read in years.
So we're going to have everything under one roof. You're going to have a lot of vendors, a lot of information, everything under one roof.
Absolutely.
Which I think makes this expo a little bit different, because normally flea markets will offer different things to sell, but this is all information necessary to the community to bring it together.
Right. It's informative, and like I say, we have some entertainment, and some physicians will be there. So I think probably almost any kind of information you need, if you can't find it there, we'll be able to find it for you. So it'll be a good time. And food, let's not forget.
There'll be food.
There'll be food, refreshments, and what we're doing is every vendor is bringing gifts. So on every hour we will be raffling off gifts for
every hour.
Every hour.
And it's open to the public, free parking.
Absolutely, we have free valet parking.
Valet parking.
Yeah. So, any healthcare facility parking is always fun.
Challenging.
So, we have the free valet parking, and it'll be great. It'll be easy to get in and out.
And Regent's Park is like such a park-like setting, isn't it? Like absolutely like a boutique healthcare facility in a park setting that's got such a pretty ambiance and the grounds to stroll on. And it's really, talk a little bit about the setting there, if you could.
It's like 10 acres, a 10-acre plot.
Yeah.
On a lake.
It's beautiful. We have trees, plants. Every patient room looks out into a garden of some kind. And they have gardens and courtyards, and it really is a very peaceful and calming atmosphere. The rooms are beautiful. They've got, it's not just a bland white or beige. They're colorful. They've got flat screen TVs. I mean, it's really nice. We have a library. Just it's a great place. It's so much of getting well is really feeling peaceful. And let me tell you, I mean, even if you're having a bad day as somebody that works there, you walk through the hallway, you look out into the courtyard, it's like, it's relaxing.
It's all the mind, body, and spirit come together.
It is. It's true, Linda. That actually is what it is. And I had never been in a place like this, not any kind of medical facility, that does this. I mean, perimeter hallways, and there's a garden when you look out the door.
It's totally unique and beautiful.
Yeah. And on the phone, we have Gilda.
Okay.
On line 2.
Jill,
are you there?
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Pleasure to be on.
Pleasure to have you on. We have your 2 compañeras over here.
I know, Leslie and Laura.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty good.
They are pretty good. I was listening to part of what they were presenting, and they're representing us well.
And there you have it. We were talking about this being the first time that you've attempted to do the expo and everything being under one roof. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Very excited. We've gotten a lot of community business participation. So that's exciting in and of itself. And then there'll be opportunities for the general public to have health screening assessments, as Leslie was going over, and have people in the know there to give them information.
Nice facility at Regents. I got a little tour there the last time I was there with Linda, and it's a big place. Very nice. Looks like a hotel.
Yeah, it's a very large facility, and it's got expansive hallways, larger size rooms. Leslie was naming. We have the library and the 2 large dining rooms. One of our dining rooms, we call it the Breakfast Club. It's breakfast made to order. So you want omelet, we make you an omelet. If you want eggs over easy, we make you eggs over easy. So it's a great opportunity for people to have good food hot, and then for socialization. So we've developed that program in the past couple of years, and are actually going to be expanding that made-to-order service for the lunch menu within the very, very near future, probably within the next month for that.
Excellent. And this is going to be Saturday, May 17th from 10 to 2?
The expo, yes, it is. Yes, and we will have complimentary valet parking available, since parking is always at a premium whenever you have an event.
I know. If I bought a couple of spots, I could make a fortune at your place.
That's right, you could.
I never find one. I'm always the one I park by the garbage can. That'll be my spot on May 17th, 10 to 2. Now, AMP is happy to participate in this thing. We have a couple of our people that do shows coming. Dr. Mencia will be there, and David Levy will be there. And they're excited, and they've been promoted on their shows on different stations. So we're excited to be part of this thing. I think you guys are hitting this right on the head. It comes at a good time, too, for the community.
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun, informative, engaging on every level. That's all I can think. I'm jazzed.
It's an opportunity for us to give back to the community as well. Most people, unless you've had a reason to go to Regents Park, we're nestled away, although on a gorgeous piece of property next to the elementary school. So it's an opportunity for people to see, a great facility that's right in their community. We're in, a residential community right across from LaBiance, by the Verde Elementary School, and most people, unless you're driving down that street, all they really see is the tropical acreage that we have, because the building is a little set back. So it'll be a good opportunity for us to welcome in the community. We've been there since 1984, but under the the current family ownership for the past 25 years. So, we're not a new facility. We've been entrenched in the community, and this expo gives us an opportunity to give back to the community.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to being there. They're going to have a lot of fun with this stuff. Information, the phone number is 561-483-9282. Is that correct?
That's it.
Okay, and if they want more information, they can go on the website?
Whitehall Boca.
No.
I'm sorry. RegentsParkBoca.com.
She's laughing.
Yeah.
That was last
Gilda's laughing.
That was last week, yeah.
That was last
Well,
week.
we were good there for a while, weren't we, Gilda?
This is May 17th.
There you go. I knew that was going to throw them off.
Saturday,
my
May
fault.
17th, 10 to 2 p.m.
Excellent, ladies. I look forward to this thing happening. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to thank you for inviting us in. We're going to bring cameras. We're going to set up some production up there and take some video. And Linda's going to do the blind woman dance. Wait till you see that.
I do want to see that.
So do I.
Yeah.
And you'll be having some book signings, I believe, as well.
Some books.
Oh, good, great.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
exciting.
A couple of doctors are bringing their books for book signings.
I may write a book just for the occasion. Be 2 pages long.
Use big type. That's all. Just use big type.
I'd use a big pencil. But anyway, thank you for coming on.
Thank
Had a lot of fun with that.
More than welcome.
Gilda, I appreciate you calling in.
Thank
And
you.
if there's anything else we could do, you let us know. We'll be more than happy to help with that.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Alrighty.
Linda.
Why don't let's take our first break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hello, boys and girls. Yes, this is the good-looking bloke from Iron Maiden, Nico McBrain, with you right here on Night and Day Radio.
Today, so many different companies are offering varied views and choices to a healthier life, but few companies offer healthier choices, healthy tips, and multiple choices under one roof. Presenting Regents Park of Boca Raton's first Health and Wellness Expo on Saturday, May 17th. From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., Regents Park of Boca Raton will have the medical community in-house to educate and inform the public on many needed services, such as blood pressure screenings, Healthy Touch Reiki, and much, much more. Regents is located at 6363 Verde Trail in Boca Raton, Florida, 33433, and it's free to the public. Delicious food samplings will be featured, and healthy tips for better living will be offered. Valet parking will be available, too. For more information, call 561-483-9282 or visit their website at www.regentsparkofbocaraton.com. Follow them on Facebook or YouTube and mark it on your calendar. May 17th at 10 a.m. at Regents Park of Boca Raton. Let them help get you on the path to better living.
Mississippi Sweets, founded in 1991 and owned by Randy Smith, invite you to come on in and taste what homemade barbecue is all about. The down-home recipes include starters like the Brunswick stew, loaded with chicken, potatoes, and vegetables, Mississippi-style dinners, Choctaw catfish, Tupelo chicken, and of course, half racks and whole racks of ribs. Dinners come with your choice of 2 sides, such as coleslaw, homemade cornbread, or their famous thin-sliced and fried sweet potatoes, affectionately called Mississippi Sweets. So come on down and check out the best barbecue in Boca and beyond. With 2 locations to find that famous sauce: 2399 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, right across the street from Paradise Bank, and their number is 561-394-6779. That's 561-394-6779. And also 9859 Lake Worth Road on the northeast corner of Lake Worth Road and U.S. Highway 441 in Wellington. You may contact the Wellington location with 561-642-4748. Again, that's 561-642-4748, and both locations are open 7 days a week. Mississippi Sweets, the best barbecue in Boca and beyond.
The following could be based upon actual events.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and each wanted to get a mortgage to build a house. The first little pig, well, he was blown down by inflated balloon mortgage payments.
The second little pig, he had his share of troubles.
He went to a poorly rated financial institution and got some bad advice, and the sticks came tumbling down.
Now the third little pig, an entire different story.
This little pig went to Paradise Bank. He was a real ham and happily living in his beautiful new home. Don't worry, his 2 brothers moved in with him as well.
For your fable to come true, call Paradise Bank, 561-392-5444. 561-392-5444. Paradise Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
You're listening to Night and Day with Alan Knight and Bridget Day. And if you'd like to take part, just dial in to 1-800-889-0267. That's 1-800-889-0267 with your opinions or your comments on tonight's subjects, questions, or just to sing a song. Maybe not. And speaking of maybe not, here's Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Hey, Lynn, has Alan called in?
No, he has not.
Good. Maybe he's sleeping. Maybe you won't hear how
see,
we
you jinxed it. Now the light's flashing.
Oh. He's calling.
He's calling. It's Mr. Alan Knight. Anyway, this is Fred Santori with the crew. Actually, we used to be called the Freddie Fix-It crew, right? Or the Santorian Sons.
Santorian
At the other station. And we're in-house today covering for Alan, who's getting married, getting divorced, all at the same time in France. Poor man. Oh, you wanted to give out an invitation if people wanted to take a tour?
Yes.
Leslie?
Absolutely. If you cannot make it to the Health Expo, feel free at any time to come by and ask for a tour at Regents Park. We're obviously open 24/7, but we do have people available 7 days a week to tour you in the facility. And it's always better if you tour a place that you may need in the future than waiting till the last minute, at which point the hospital gives you about 24 hours to figure out where you want to go. So just like you'd know the doctor you're going to use, you know the hospital you'd use, know which rehab facility you're going to go to.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. And guess who's on the phone?
I would say Alan Knight.
Mr. Knight. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, isn't that cute? Do you have
Is
music?
that the music?
It's Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Oh, that's it's about 2:30 in the morning here.
Is that why you're whispering?
Well, because Bridget's sleeping.
Wake her up. Let's have a party.
No, everything was closed, yesterday, which was Thursday, because it's Labor Day here. So all the museums and everything were closed. Then we went on Champs-Élysées, or however you call it, which is the main thoroughfare, and all the expensive stores that you wanted to go in were closed too. And we go, why? And I get back to the hotel, and I go, what is this, like a holiday? You know, in my sarcastic tone. And the guy goes, yes, it is. It's Labor Day.
It's holiday.
So the only thing that was open was the Erotic Museum. All the other museums were closed.
And the country is closed.
The country closes when Alan Knight arrives.
The Louvre was closed too, Alan.
We went to the Erotic Museum the other day, and you should see the nutcracker that they have. It's a woman's body, and the leg opens to the side, and then you put the nuts in it, and then you crack them. And they had all these...
Alan, I want you to bring me one. I want a nutcracker from France.
They're not for sale. They're artifacts from all over the world.
Then bring me a picture.
Alan, please don't put your nuts in those nutcrackers.
Yes.
Don't stand too close.
So they had all these, and then they have this bicycle with, with the thing that comes up from the seat when you pedal. It has all different. It starts with a D and ends in an O.
Oh.
And this is a classy show, so don't.
Sounds dangerous.
I hope you didn't ride that.
Are you sure Bridget is asleep? What'd she do? Change you?
What?
Did Bridget change?
Going to the museums are open tomorrow, so tomorrow we'll be able to go there and go shopping and stuff.
Did you get married?
We went to the Moulin Rouge show. Moulin Rouge. That was okay.
Hey, listen, did you get married?
French. What's that?
Did you get married?
No. What are you talking about?
I thought you were going there to get married.
He can't get married. The church was closed.
Oh.
No, we can't. We went on vacation. I'll tell you this. I don't want to put 2 vacations back to back again. I mean, it's going 3 hours difference in Las Vegas and then having 1 day in between and then jumping 6 hours ahead. Oh, my God. It wreaks havoc on your body.
Well, I got news for you.
They have the jet tub. We've been taking tub, bath the whole time. Oh, and then I went into the sauna and the steam room. I don't think I like that.
You don't like that? You're melting.
But you like the bicycle.
I'll never complain about the Florida hot again.
And it's 102 here.
Yeah. Oh, Bridget's up because I'm talking too loud. Honey, I'm calling in on the show.
Are you crazy?
And there's only 3 television stations that speak English. Everything else is Asian and French and other stuff.
I told you to brush up on your Japanese.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of Asian people here.
Yeah.
A lot.
And they're all calling into your show right now.
Okay, well, I just want to call in and say hello.
Are you okay?
Alan, did you have lunch at the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, we did, yes. It was called, what was it, something 58, Eiffel 58 or something like that. And that was good. They have, everything's kind of small.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Alan. I know you like it large.
Ask him to supersize it.
If you eat a steak, it's not like, Seasons 52. What's that Council Oak at the Hard Rock? It's like Denny's steak, or if you have some kind of soup. Oh, I was almost killed. Bridget ordered food at the Moulin Rouge, and I'm allergic to peas, and so I'm eating this, and I go, "What is this?" And the guy goes, "Because I can't read French," and he goes, "Pea soup." Oh my God! I was saying, honey, I don't want to go into anaphylactic shock. Order me a soda.
I have
quick.
never heard of anybody being allergic to peas.
And then eating pea soup.
Peas and olives. I mean,
You couldn't tell it was green?
Careful.
He eats peas too. He's allergic to it. Then he goes into a sauna room.
Yeah, that's not good for your blood pressure, so stay out of
Not
it.
a pretty sight.
Well, now some of the menus, because where it's located, you can order, get a British menu, you can get a Japanese menu, because they have to have, they really take care of the foreigners here, unlike America, where, if you don't know English, you're kind of screwed unless you're going to Miami.
Here, you better know Spanish.
They'll have menus for everybody, so you can
Except they don't have an English
something
menu?
But everything's expensive. Everything's expensive. You sit in a cafe and you want to sit like at McDonald's here. If you want to eat in, it costs more than if you take it out. And then, of course, I was ordering the cheeseburger, and then if you want to get a bigger cheeseburger, it's the Royale with cheese.
Yeah, the Royale with
and
cheese.
They have little kiosks at the beginning where you don't even have to go to the counter. You just go and you punch in the numbers and pay right like at an ATM, right inside the McDonald's, and then go pick up your food.
And we have Alan Knight enjoying his second part of his vacation.
It sounds like he's
actually more miserable on this part of the leg than the first part of the leg.
He needs another vacation.
No.
I think we're going to take you to California when we get back and show you how Americans do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because you need a vacation from this vacation.
And the toilets, oh my God, the toilets are not made for fat Americans. They're not oval, they're square shaped. And
so they have square butts in Europe?
Please, if my butt was any bigger, it would get stuck.
So you're the big American with the big butt.
Oh,
it's so ridiculous. I'm using so much toilet paper here. They must think I'm going. This is not for fat American society. I'm the biggest here in Paris. I'm looking all around. I don't see as anybody as fat as me.
Well, I tell you,
everybody's small.
Do you still pay to wash your hands?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Bridget, we'll walk in the mall, and then Bridget had to pee, and then you have to find change, because if you want to use what they call the water closet, the bathroom, yeah, you have to pay. I'm like looking for euros, and then you don't have dollar bills here. You have the euros, and the euros, the smallest euro in paper money is a $5 bill. And so you have to get, if you want, you got to carry all this change around, because there's a $1 euro, which is not a bill, a coin, a €2, which is another coin, and then everything's rounded up.
Didn't you just tell her to climb under the stall?
No. They have whole doors. They don't have stalls here. You go in a room. It's kind of private, so they don't have any of those with the small toilets. The toilets remind me of something like of the Oompa Loompas in the show. What was that? Willy Wonka.
Walking among small people.
I remember going into the bathrooms in Paris, like back in the 80s. We had to pay to go to pee and then pay again to wash our hands. So,
no, it's one-shot deal. You pay just to go, just to get in. Because they even have change. You get change on the wall to go in, but you need to have coins wherever you go.
Yes,
we've got it made in America. I'm telling you, it's
when you coming back?
We leave Saturday, but it's 6 hours ahead here, so it's already coming up to 3 a.m. On what is it there?
Friday. It's Thursday here, so you're coming up on Friday.
Thursday there. Yeah, we're already in Friday.
Right.
Yeah. Well, listen, take care of yourself and don't overeat.
Okay.
And don't get stuck on a toilet, because if you do, I'm going to fly out there just to take a picture of that.
He can't overeat.
Well, he have pea soup.
Every time I have some food, I'm always eating those, whatever you call those bread, the baguette things.
And wine.
Well, maybe that's because
so much bread and butter,
Yeah, but that's not good for you, Alan. Stay away from the bread and butter.
They don't want you to overeat because the toilets are too small.
That's
of course, yes.
And don't use the toilet.
And then every time you go, you got to buy water. You got to buy bottled water.
That's right. Don't drink the waters from the city, because it's polluted.
No, it's okay here.
No, they told you that. That's probably why you're all in the bathroom.
Alan, the one thing that you said that's really true is we have it great here in America, and sometimes you have to go out of the country and travel to realize how good we really do have it here.
Oh, the freedoms that we have, yes. I mean, when you are living, I do appreciate, what we're going to do is when we get back, we were thinking about renting one of our rooms to some foreign students, because we really appreciate what we have in America, but then you have to, the people here are very nice. I think the attitudes come from Americans who come here. There's a lot of people we met from Nebraska, from Philadelphia. There's more foreigners here than there are Parisians. But you really appreciate where you are, where you're from, and the freedoms that we have when you leave the country for a week and have all the extra stuff when we get back.
This is true. All right, listen, buddy.
It's easier when you go buy something that you don't have to worry about tax, because tax is already included. What you see on the price is what you pay, and then they already put the tip in, which, no, I don't like that, because if you get lousy service, you're still paying for the tip. Every time we've been waiting for like 20 minutes until you tell them that you want the bill.
Yeah.
So that's the only other thing.
Well, listen.
You got to make bigger toilets here, I'm telling you.
That's right. Next time you go, you take one with you. Well, I can hardly wait to see you when you get back, and when I'll greet you, I'll buy you a 12-pack of toilet paper so you can enjoy yourself and welcome home. And there you have it, Alan in the bathroom.
He has toilet envy.
Toilet envy. And I'll send you a picture of a regular toilet. Listen, big boy, I'll see you when you get back.
Bye.
All righty. And there you have it, Alan Knight from France. I'm impressed. French toilet in the background. Was that you, Lynn, that did that?
Yeah, I have a toilet button.
She actually has a toilet in the control room. She just flushed.
Yeah, Alan would be very jealous. I have my potty in here.
we have Anik on the phone. Let's put Anik on the phone.
Okay.
Mr. Anik.
Freddie, Linda, how are you?
How are
Hi,
you?
Anik. How are you?
Good.
General
How you
manager
doing?
for Maggiano's. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you for having us at your place. We had a great time with Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the big contribution. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Well, we did nothing. We were there with Steve and Renee from
You guys
another
are so
show.
generous. Thank you.
Anik, tell us about your the event that you have going on, when it runs until, and what it is that you're doing right now for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
We are doing a lot for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Last year we raised $850,000 for Make-A-Wish between 45 Maggianos that we have in the country. And this year our goal is to exceed the $1 million, and we will. So, and you saw me on the Saturday waiting tables, and all that money that I make pretty much goes to the Make-A-Wish between myself and the staff that I have in the restaurant. So when we have this promotion going all the way until July 2nd.
And when are you going to be waiter at the tables again?
Maybe Saturday. Not this one, but the before Mother's Day. So.
And
I might go ahead. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what day. So
we can promote that.
So you can come over now and wait on you. How about that?
All right, we'll be there.
We can do that.
So maybe Linda should give me a fat tip.
Oh, a big fat tip. Can you tell us about the special menu, too, that you have and how that goes towards the promotion?
Yes, we have some wonderful specials from appetizers, entrees, and desserts. And if the guests buy each, we call them eat a dish for Make-A-Wish. $1 each special you order, $1 goes to Make-A-Wish. So, and you can see it automatically from the computer. You know, we order this, $1 goes automatically to Make-A-Wish. So, and there is a nice competition between all the servers that I have and the guy in the banquets and the carry-out and the delivery. So, my folks are doing a wonderful job. So, and you know what? I have a good feeling that we're going to go ahead and give $1 million this year to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And tell us where you're located at Maggiano's of Boca Raton, Anik.
Yeah, we are located at 21090 St. Andrews Boulevard in Boca Raton, Florida. And the phone number is 561-361-8244.
It was really nice being down there, and you train your people very well. It's like being at home, for me in New York and the way everybody is. We even took the cameras into the kitchen, which a lot of people don't get to do that. And the guys responded. They jumped together. And
they were so excited. They were so happy. I don't know what you guys did to my boys in the back, but they loved you. And they was like, when they're coming back? And I was like, you're going to feed them? I was like, absolutely. So now those guys, they're looking forward to feed you, to give you some food.
And some of your team members, Anik, this amazes me when we come in and we talk to you and we sit down about what's going on at Maggiano's in Boca. Tell us about how long some of your team members have been with you.
Linda, I mean, I have a lot of people that have been with me for almost 12 years since we opened the restaurant in Boca. You know what? I treat them with a lot of respect. They are part of my family. I take really good care of them. And you know what? I make sure that they're making good money, and I just, they don't want to leave me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
well, I can see working there. I'm going to go work for you.
I cannot afford to pay you, Freddie.
I tell you, I work for nothing.
They all have such a smile on their face.
It's got to be the happiest place in the world to work.
You know what? It's just my passion. My passion is to make people feel special, and I try to, filter it down to all my teammates in the back of the house as well as the front of the house. So, again, we try to make every single one walking through the doors of Maggiano's make them feel special. So the food is from scratch. It's wonderful. The service, it's phenomenal. And the atmosphere, I hope you like it, Freddie.
It's fantastic.
You always compliment me with the atmosphere and,
Well, I haven't been back to New York in about 8 years, 9 years, and every time I go in there, it reminds me of home.
There you go. Thank you.
And the live entertainment and the piano player, the whole ambiance, the food.
Yes. Especially on Fridays and Saturdays, we have live entertainment between 6 p.m. all the way to 11 o'clock. So on the weekends, actually, it's happening in Maggiano, so it is happening.
It's happening.
It's a good place, good place. And a good course.
We still serve between 6,000 to 8,000 guests a week between lunch and dinner. So, which is a substantial amount of people, so it's good.
And the food is always perfect.
Perfect.
And you know what? We don't believe in anything frozen, and we do not have a microwave in the kitchen. As you can see the kitchen, and you guys went to the kitchen, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And everything is from scratch. I have the executive chef, Fabricio. He does take care of business big time. And we have some teammates that have been with us in the back of us for like 12 years as well. So they just like they are at home, away from home.
I know. It's a great place to eat, great place to be. It's like going home for me. And the people that work there, it was a pleasure filming it. That was the hardest film I've had to do in 6 years. Because it was very touching, the part about the kid and stuff like that course does. Me and Linda we had to take turns to editing that film because it just touches the heart,
You guys did a phenomenal job. I showed to my teammates, and they were very appreciative. They were very happy.
I tell you, it was a lot of fun, and we look forward to going back. I got some of the co-hosts and some of the hosts from the shows are going to go down there. And we're putting a plan together to bring groups down and have dinner there and have a lot of fun with this.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Linda.
Thanks, Anik. Thanks so much for calling.
Thank you very much.
All right, big guy.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
And there you have it. Anik from Maggiano's called in like he said he would.
Yes, he
Pretty
did.
good stuff.
Anik always delivers.
All right, why don't we take our last break? And then we'll wrap it up with a couple of afterthoughts and goodbyes and sweet kisses because we're going to have to do this next week. And we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, I'm Don Rickles. I listen to the program Night and Day with my dear friend Alan. And I'm telling you, I don't miss one program. Now, if you believe that, live in Israel and try to become Jewish. Anyway, I do thank you and cherish and enjoy this man.
The following could be based upon actual events.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and each wanted to get a mortgage to build a house. The first little pig, he was blown down by inflated balloon mortgage payments.
The second little pig, he had his share of troubles.
He went to a poorly rated financial institution and got some bad advice, and the sticks came tumbling down.
Now the third little pig, an entire different story.
This little pig went to Paradise Bank. He was a real ham and happily living in his beautiful new home. Don't worry, his two brothers moved in with him as well.
For your fable to come true, call Paradise Bank, 561-392-5444. 561-392-5444. Paradise Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Mississippi Sweets, found in 1991 and owned by Randy Smith, invite you to come on in and taste what homemade barbecue is all about. The down-home recipes include starters like the Brunswick stew, loaded with chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. Mississippi-style dinners, Choctaw catfish, Tupelo chicken, and of course, half racks and whole racks of ribs. Dinners come with your choice of two sides, such as coleslaw, homemade cornbread, or their famous thin sliced and fried sweet potatoes, affectionately called Mississippi Sweets. So come on down and check out the best barbecue in Boca and beyond. With two locations to find that famous sauce, 2399 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, right across the street from Paradise Bank. And their number is 561-394-6779. That's 561-394-6779. And also
Today, so many different companies are offering varying views and choices to a healthier life, but few companies offer healthier choices, healthy tips, and multiple choices under one roof. Presenting Regions Park of Boca Raton's first Health and Wellness Expo on Saturday, May 17th. From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., Regions Park of Boca Raton will have the medical community in-house to educate and inform the public on many needed services, such as blood pressure screenings, Healthy Touch Reiki, and much, much more. Regions is located at 6363 Verde Trail in Boca Raton, Florida, 33433, and it's free to the public. Delicious food samplings will be featured, and healthy tips for better living will be offered. Valet parking will be available too. For more information, call 561-483-9282 or visit their website at www.regionsparkofbocaraton.com. Follow them on Facebook or YouTube and mark it on your calendar. May 17th at 10 a.m. at Regions Park of Boca Raton. Let them help get you on the path to better living. There are talk shows, and then there are talk shows. But this talk show is as different as night and day. In fact, it is night and day. And to be a part of it, call toll-free, 1-800-889-0267. Now back to Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
And we're back. We got a couple of minutes left. Just wanted to thank Anit from Maggiano's for calling in. Make-A-Wish Foundation. We thought that was kind of nice. And in the house, we have Eat Regions from Boca, who is going to have their special event on the 17th. Any parting words, any thoughts of wisdom now that you've heard? And Alan Knight is the owner of the show, by the way.
Right.
So he gets away with talking about toilets and stuff.
Yeah, our toilets are pretty good.
Yeah.
Bigger than they have in Paris, apparently.
Yeah,
there
we
you have it.
hope that everybody that can make it comes down on May 17th and participates and enjoys our Health and Wellness Expo.
That's right. And make sure you get down there and say hi. We're going to have cameras. We're even to put some people that come down and mention that they heard it on the radio. We'll put them on a segment that we're going to play on one of the shows. We got about 10 shows that we do, and everybody's talking about the event. And we'll do a spinner and ask questions. And what should need be the first one from Maggiano's? He'll show up there with a piece of cake and say, "I'm here."
Yeah.
Just to for us to put them on the air. But we could do a little bit of that. And do we have any in the news? I know we start with this. Anything happening? Anything spectacular?
Well, the disastrous team owner was probably the biggest thing.
Oh, yes. Number one. The owner of the Clippers.
Of the week.
I was going to bring that up, but...
Yeah, you can bring it up. You got about 6 minutes. Maybe.
I don't know if it's been talked about to death, so...
But what about the fine and the sanction, life and $2.5 million?
Do you want my personal opinion?
Well, yes.
I think the ban for life is fine. I think that's a safety reason. And I think selling the team is fine because the players don't want to play for him. But I think the $2.5 million is not...
You thought it should have been more?
I don't think they should fine him at all for speaking his mind. Just because
they're going to take away his team and throw him out the league, and he paid for that too.
They're going to take away his team anyway. They're going to kick him out of the league. But we're in a society where you have the right to feel those thoughts and say what you want, but, I don't think fining him was justified. I think the league was looking to get some money out of him.
Well, he happens to be the oldest owner in the NBA.
He's 82 years old, and he grew up in a time where, it was okay to feel that way, and he's not going to change.
It's true. And the fine isn't meant to change. It's just meant to... People want blood, and they want to give him some blood.
Yes, to prove a point. I think people are making him the villain in this, but he's also a victim, and he did get recorded without his permission. He didn't know in his own home.
In his own home.
I understand, but it was his girlfriend who turned him in.
Yeah.
So hello.
But I think she did it, to be 15 minutes of fame, which he might even take her to jail for that.
But that's okay. I think they should all go to jail. But the bottom line is, I can't feel a lot of sympathy for $1 million basketball players.
I don't feel sympathy at all.
I don't like the basketball players all beating up without having all the facts. Okay, he did a mistake. He said the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people out there that say the wrong thing and get away with it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's right, wrong, or indifferent.
No, he's not right for. He's not right for thinking those thoughts, but he's not wrong at the same time for speaking his mind.
Well, he was saying in the privacy of his own home that it was played without his permission and all that. I mean, we have cameras and we do video. That's what we're all about. We go into radio stations. We go in places that don't have cameras.
Okay, what about TMZ, the company that released the information?
Yeah,
why don't they get in trouble for releasing
because
something
that's what they're known for.
I understand that, but
that's the right that
why
they
is
are.
that acceptable in today's society?
I don't think it's acceptable.
Where you can sell somebody's private conversation for money, which she probably got money for it.
But she's with a billionaire. This guy's worth billions.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the relationship was on the end slope.
Well, what is she, 15?
Yeah.
He's 80. She's like 15.
I think she's 26 or 27.
Hey, listen, that's what you get. When you're going to mess around with a young woman, that's what you're going to get. Yeah. You get everything you deserve.
I understand, but why is it okay that TMZ put this out there?
It isn't okay.
Knowing that he didn't have the permission.
Well, it isn't okay. The bottom line is, if you say the wrong thing and you're a multi-billionaire, you're going to be held responsible.
And we work in the media field, in the media industry, and I think the media industry has to take responsibility for certain things.
Well, I'm going to tell you the flip side of this. I've done this for 5 or 6 years, and I've had to record people who have said things worse. And they've talked about Latinos, and I happen to be Latino. Yeah. And they talked about women, and there are women in this room. And I couldn't say anything because I'm not allowed to. It's not appropriate. And the moment that I open my mouth, I become just like him.
Well, you got to take your personal feelings away from the business side of that. So.
I have no personal feelings.
Yeah.
One of the problems also that I have with this on the side of it all is when they're talking about boycotting the games and not showing up. Think about the vendors. Think of how many innocent people with all of the ramifications and all the ripples in the pond that happen from this that might not be making their sales at the game that night, and
that's right.
It hurt a lot.
It hurts a lot of people. But again, he said it in the privacy of his own home. I give him that he said it. He shouldn't have said it.
I do have to applaud the NBA commissioner to making a quick decision because it was going to get out of hand.
Well, they had a rally outside the stadium with
but he made
they were going to take the place apart.
And he is urging the owners to force him to sell the team, and I think he should. The players don't want to play for him. Why should they play for somebody they don't respect? And yes, he signs their paychecks, but that's just unheard of to play for somebody that doesn't necessarily respect you as a person.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, the NBA can end today.
No.
It's hockey with the Rangers, baby.
I knew you were going to
here comes the NFL.
They made it to the second round.
That's right, second round. Down with
the last time that's
Linda. Philly lost. Rangers beat them. And it's time for football. Squish the fish. And the Mets are in second, and they're playing good ball. And basketball can end just like Alan Knight on the toilet.
We want to thank you, Leslie Curtis and Laura Belgrave, for being in studio with us tonight. Freddie and Freddie.
Thank you for coming down, ladies. We'll see you on May 17th.
Yep.
Freddie J, Linda. I can't remember her name. Everybody, good night.